Hi, I'm Doug Thompson of BDS Productions, and we're working on the series of We Are Branson and We Miss You. And right now we're talking with Scott Earls of the Vacation Channel. Scott, how you doing?
I'm terrific. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. And
Good.
of course, we're in an area that's a little different than yours. We're in the middle of Kansas right
Yes.
now. And
Right.
in the Branson area where you're at with the Vacation Channel, why we know
hmm
that the lockdown, everything that's going on, all of the theaters are shut down. There's no shows going on. We've been visiting with some of the entertainers and sharing some of that information from the entertainers about, well, what's going on up there. And they said, man, we're just sitting around. We can't,
Yeah.
nothing we can do. There's nowhere we can go, and we're losing out on the peak season. And so we said, well,
Yes.
let's take a look and talk to some of the people in the media up there and see what's going
hmm
on in your world. So you and your wife
Okay.
Lisa own the Vacation Channel in Branson, don't you?
Yes, we do. We've been here 31 years now doing
Wow.
this.
Well, how long have you owned the Vacation Channel? All 31?
But yeah, all 31.
And what did you do before you came to Branson and purchased the Vacation Channel?
I was an employee at an NBC affiliate in Springfield, Missouri for 10 years. And while I went to college, and then I came down to Branson after that, and my family had bought the radio station here, and so we decided to put the television station on the air.
Wow. Wow. And so were you always involved in production work?
Have been for years, since the early 80s,
Huh?
and used to edit with quad tape, 2-inch tape. And I mean, I learned on the old systems, and we did AB rolls and all kinds of different things in production back then that are no longer necessary. It's so much easier and better quality now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The technology is a big change. We wouldn't be able to talk
it
like
is.
what we are right now, but for the
No,
Zoom program we're on.
sure,
And how's the
absolutely.
family doing? Lisa okay?
Lisa's doing very well.
And
She's,
the kids?
yeah, their kids are doing great.
Are
My
they around the
daughter lives
Branson
in
area?
I've got one in Nixa, which is about 15 miles, and I've got one in Dallas. And
Dallas.
yeah, both are girls. And my daughter in Nixa is doing great. She's homeschooling and has been for the last few years, so this is kind of normal for her.
Yeah.
And my daughter in Dallas is a CrossFit instructor, in gymnast, in the gym,
Right.
and she owns a gym down there. And so they're having to do all video conferencing for their workouts now, since
Wow.
they don't have the gym open. They're doing it via Zoom, and it's working good. They're having a good time doing it.
Well, they got some expertise from dad and mom to be able to help with that, I'm sure.
Well, maybe a little bit.
All right.
Hopefully,
Listen, with the
hopefully.
Vacation Channel, tell me how big of an area does the Vacation Channel cover?
We serve the Tri-Lakes area, so that's from Eureka Springs to just south of Springfield to past Harrison, Arkansas, and to about Theodosia, Missouri. So it's about a 45 to 50-mile circle. And of course, beyond that, on mountaintops, you can get us. But that's where our good quality signal is. And we've made it a practice to put Branson's best face forward. We Some people think we're the Chamber of Commerce, and what we're wanting to do is help our visitors to stay longer, come back more often, and have more fun, and know more about the area so they can do all those things.
We know
So
when we talked to the entertainers when we did the BDS special that you guys aired
yes,
back in January, when we did that, we asked around about it, and they said, "Oh, hook up with the Vacation Channel. That Scott and
oh,
Lisa are really good people, and you guys did
that's
an
sweet.
awesome job, and we were delighted to help you and to be able to work
Yeah,
with you on that BDS special." And
yes,
that's
absolutely.
why I wanted to talk to you on this one because what the entertainers have been telling me is, we're setting up here. All of the theaters are closed. This is the time of the
Yes,
year where it would be bumper to bumper traffic,
yeah,
but it's
it
not.
would.
And there's nobody around right
No,
now. So the theaters are feeling the
no,
pain of the loss of the money from the revenue that's needed to pay the taxes and the upkeep and payments
right,
and so forth. The
right.
entertainers would normally be doing multiple shows and working very hard. But right now, they're all sitting around and having a pretty tough time.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I thought I would,
Everybody is just
go
on
ahead.
hold, you know.
Yeah,
Everybody's just having to be patient and try to be cooperative with the government requests and regulations regarding the social distancing, and all of those things seem to actually be working.
yeah,
There's some improvement in the numbers in the last day or so for the COVID-19 virus. So I think those things are working, but boy, it's tough. You know, we've got a community of entrepreneurs. We don't have a whole lot of franchises or big companies here. We have a few, but mostly it's mom and pop shops.
hmm,
And this is particularly difficult for them. We just came off a winter, which everybody hibernates during the winter and tries to conserve cash and be ready to open in the spring and all those kinds of things. So when you get a situation like this, which is unprecedented, it's an unprecedented situation for all of the community. We just don't know exactly what to do with it. We appreciate the federal government stepping in like they have, and they're really backing up the economy, and they're also making some, you know, assistance to keep employees. Uh, that's a big issue in Branson. We have a shortage of workers, and so when you get good workers, you want to hang on to them
right.
and take care of them and treat them really well. And so it's hard to do when you don't have the money to pay them.
Have you had to lay off some employees?
I have one through a retirement, attrition, and a few others, and I still have a few that are on payroll. But
Yeah.
the ones that we did have to lay off are getting their unemployment plus $600 a week. So they're doing okay, and my hope is to bring them back real soon.
Good, good. And I
Yeah.
know, as we were talking about this before we started, why one of the things that we see is the entertainers, of course, are saying, "Man, I'm not making any money. I'm can't make ends meet." Theater, the same
Yes.
thing. But what most
Right.
people don't realize is the newspapers, the television,
Hmm. Hmm.
they make most of their money from advertising, promoting those
Oh,
shows, and all of those things, and that's not
right.
happening right now.
No, sir. It's all shut off. It's all shut off. There are some local businesses that serve the local community that are still doing a few things in business and advertising wise, but for the visitor business, it's really shut down completely. There's nobody doing anything right now.
What are you showing for content on your programming?
Well, some old shows, some things that we had in the archives. So we're trying to keep that interesting, and we've actually had some interesting comments on that. And we're doing a few shows like this where we talk to the entertainers and just check in on them and see what they're doing and how they're doing and what they plan on doing. We also have some programming related to outdoor activities. So we're airing those right now. Some of those are repeats, reruns from previous years, but they're still pretty interesting.
Sure.
And then we have some Missouri conservation shows that are very interesting about the outdoors and nature in this area. And so we're trying to keep some things kind of freshened a little bit, but we've just got to keep expenses next to nothing. That's the biggest
Yeah.
challenge.
That's always a
Yeah,
challenge, and it can always be worse, as we know, Scott.
sure.
Neither of us have been affected by the virus, and our immediate
Yes.
family, none of those have been. And there's a
Nope.
lot of worse things that can happen. Somebody gets infected
Sure
with
are.
that, and you can lose a loved one. And so
Yes.
it's this is minor in comparison to that.
It really is. We're blessed. You know, you just have to look for the blessings, but there are a lot of blessings all around us. And we just have to remember that our health and our loved ones are the most important things to us and our relationship with the Father.
Yeah,
And besides that, you know, the other things can be fixed.
yeah, I
That's just
agree
a
with
part of
you.
this world.
I agree with you. And you know what? One of the things I can share with you is when we did the BDS special in January, and
Hmm.
we broadcast it three
Uh-huh.
times in that week that we released it
Yes.
nationally.
Uh-huh.
And I had multiple entertainers who had watched it on your network,
Oh,
and they
good.
called and wanted more information about it and how we picked
Uh,
them and all of those
yes.
types of things. And what that
Right.
told me was that you had a really good following.
Well, appreciate that. We
Yeah,
do. We're very blessed. We work hard at serving our customers, but also our viewers. We want to make sure that they get a good viewership experience. People typically don't come on vacation to watch television, so we really have to grab their attention with something interesting and work to hang on to it. So we've got a good viewer base that we appreciate very much.
Yeah, and they appreciate the work that you and Lisa do, and that's fantastic.
Well, thank you. Thank
and
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome to use our BDS special, the one we gave you in January.
Okay.
You're welcome to
Yes.
rerun that one again if you want, because the performers
Well.
may say, "I forgot that's me performing."
That's right. Okay, we would love that.
You're
we
welcome
will
to do
that
so.
for sure.
You're
Okay,
welcome to
thank
do
you.
so. Scott, you take care. Thank you for all you do for that
Thank you.
community, how you get the word out,
Yes,
how
sir.
you support the performers, the theaters, and everything going on up there. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, you take care. Good talking to you.
Thanks, and you too.
And we will link when we put this out on our website, we'll link it to yours and back to us,
Oh.
and we'll get the
Yep.
word out. And if there's anything we can do to help you, Scott, let us know.
Well, thank you very much, and you all do
right.
the same. We'd love to stay hooked up with you.
Tell Lisa we said hi.
Okay, I'll do it. Thank you.
All right. Good luck. Take care.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye.